So how do you feel like artists want to come up, performing at open mics? Do you feel like, that's part of their success, or you think it's helping them or hindering them?
Okay, so, and that's good. That's good that you asked me that too, because you're really big in the Carolinas, bro. I respect this platform. I love the Carolinas. I lived in the Carolinas. My daughter is from the Carolinas. So I love Carolina. I love Raleigh, Durham, and a lot of artists know me from out there. Like I've been in the town. Promoted Juice Lord on Who's Outside multiple times. I love the Carolinas. But I hate the culture with the paid shows, and I feel like it's this heaviest in the Carolinas. I feel like being in the Carolinas, I've just been able to notice that the paid show culture is the heaviest, and it gets nobody anywhere. And what scares me the most, what I hate about the paid show culture, is that not only has it never made anybody or never gotten anybody anywhere far, it's almost entirely useless, because you're talking to a demographic of people who aren't there to become a fan. They're literally there because they're supporting another artist.
When you saying paid show culture, like, can you define that so people can be...
Paid show culture is when an artist and people pay $10, $20, $30, $40 per song or for a certain amount of wristbands to be able to perform. That's a paid show, when you're paying the venue or the promoter to perform your song.
So you're not a fan of these open mics? That's what you're saying?
I'm totally not a fan of an open mic. I've studied a lot of artists, studied their process, what they took to get on, what it takes for most artists to get on, and I've never seen that in the blueprint at all.
I mean, that's interesting that you're saying that, because I can't really go against it, being from Carolina, with artists like DaBaby, Tootsie,
Stunner for Vegas.
I actually seen Stunner for Vegas do a couple events, but he not a whole lot. But for
he paid $10, $20.
No, he wasn't doing that.
He did a small hole. Wait, hold on. A small hole in the wall, getting paid $50 or $100 to perform in a small hole in the wall is a paid booking, and that's everybody has to do those. I am not talking about those. I'm talking about literally paying $40, $50 per song to perform at a venue full of artists.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I want to be clear. I don't think Stunner was actually paying to perform, but I feel like he was kind of like maybe like the headlight at different events or whatever.
Yeah, but that's a paid booking for Stunner, though.
Okay.
I agree. No, I believe it, and I think I know someone I remember that stage in the script when he was taking those, but he was the headliner. That's a booking. That's not, anybody paying to perform under that card for him is crazy. But that was a paid booking for Stunner.
So you're not a fan of the whole paying to perform. You feel like that does nothing for your career.
No, and I feel like that people get wrapped up in it because of some of the guest celebrities that's in this North Carolina culture.
Yeah, I feel like, being that you said, I feel like you're going to ruffle a lot of feathers, because I feel like the music game is a hustle business, and I know a lot of DJs and, even myself, I done did, events with artists to pay, but to be honest, to keep it 1,000, I just don't. I don't know. I feel like all promotion network is good, because you never know who you're going to meet.
Let me ask you something.
But at the same time,
let me ask you something. No, we're going to go there. We're going to go there. Let me ask you something. I've been in Carolinas, and I've heard on the radio, and everybody, when you get in town, you ask people who's the legendary DJ out here, and everybody tells you every time. And people from the Carolinas who know me know my feelings on this, and I've said it to them plenty of times. 2-3 Baby, whoever, Juice Lord, Alvito, I've been all throughout all of these clubs. So I want to be the first person to let you know, like, I've talked to these people already, and I've set this whole thing already. Brian Dawson, you have people like Brian Dawson, who people think because he's hosting an event, and that being in front of them or being in front of this certain crowd can help get me lit out here. And it's not the truth. It's the furthest thing from the truth. And I don't understand why they even, because I've been to these paid for events, but I've been to these kind of like Carolina Waves events, and I just don't understand is how do they consistently get all these artists to pay to perform, and it does nothing for their career year in and year out. And what bothers me is they have good artists. They have good artists. I love XLTOP. I love Juice WRLD. I love, they have artists that some have really, really great sounds, bro. And just for them to be so stagnant in their career because they think that they go on these things, these tours, where they open mic tours and underground showcase, or they paid to perform and open up. They paid to be a liaison act under somebody who's supposed to be popular, but they come up to. It's bullshit. When you could take that same money and invest and give it into your marketing promotion, get some YouTube and Google ads going, give it to a blog site. These are the things that's gonna take you way further, bro. I'd rather pay you a couple dollars to be on Big Mouth Media all day than to pay $20 per song to perform. Why? Because with you, at least I'm gonna be in front of a couple of people that are from the area that's actually gonna see me. Especially, so what if I give it to you a couple of times more? That means I'm guaranteeing getting my music in front of people versus people who don't even want to hear it at all.
Yeah, but I feel like that comes down to like a game plan, though. I feel like everybody got different game plans. Cause what if an A&R is at these events, though? What if it's a producer at this event?
So you're telling me an A&R will be at this event and say this guy is a good. Because this is that 8 Mile dream. That industry, part of the industry is over, bro. This is not Detroit, 1996, 8 Miles, Eminem making a tape and they're getting sent to Dr. Dre. Bro, an A&R is on these blogs. They're on the things. They're seeing who's shaking shit. They're seeing your YouTube numbers. Bro, you can have the greatest performance of a lifetime. Go to Charlotte. Go to Durham, North Carolina. Go watch a Juice WRLD performance. He's shaking the place crazy. But it does not matter if you do not stream crazy, because Juice WRLD was shaking the place crazy before he even dropped his first visual. But ask him, in his career, nothing mattered.
I mean, I can agree with that. I can agree with that. People are looking at, you know what I'm saying, numbers pretty much, you know what I'm saying, from YouTube or Instagram, whatever, streams or whatever. But I guess the real question is, you don't feel like you can gain any fans at this event? Because that's what it's all about.
You can gain friends.
No, not friends. I'm saying fans. Can you gain fans? That's what it comes down to.
You have zero chance of gaining a fan that's going to. And my whole point is, okay, what are you gauging as good? Are you gauging as getting dressed up, spending a whole night, getting dressed, spending hours at a venue to perform a song to get one fan? If that is a good correlation of time and money in this game, you are definitely gonna be here long, because you can do a post that can do thousands of views. What the fuck are we even talking about right now? This is crazy to me that they continue to show up to these events. Because again, like you said, it's game playing and understanding this industry. And because they have people who are supposed to be forefronted as people who understand the industry, even though they've never broke anybody in themselves. You ask these people, oh, they following all these people, oh, I'm signed to this person, I'm signed to that person. Who this person broke? Who? Show me. Show who this person helped get lit. That's what I'm trying to tell you. In this game, you got to see the proof in the pudding. If you're not talking to nobody who do the proof in the pudding, I don't want to hear you. King Carter, Social Currency, that's one of my favorite labels in social media. I know you might have your beef with them, bro, but listen, they'll Social Currency because they get the motherfucking work done, bro. They invest in digital marketing, things that matter, not just showcases and not just performing. And I know you can argue, oh, who's hotter in the town? Maybe some people who perform every weekend is gonna be hotter in the town, but who's hotter on a national level, global level? And then how many people on the town versus how many people on national and global? We're here to make money. We need to get 1% of hundreds of millions of people, if not billions of people. You're not trying to get 10% of 100,000 people. There's no way that's gonna happen, bro. It's not happening.
Now, to backtrack real quick for us, like, you know what I'm saying, the beef with Social Currency, I wouldn't say I got beef, you know what I'm saying, because I'm a businessman, so I'm not really concerned about beef, but you know what I'm saying, I might have my opinions, though, you know what I'm saying, that'll be a more accurate, you know what I'm saying, statement or whatever. I fuck with King Carter, you know what I'm saying, smart businessman. I feel like it's hard to break artists, you know what I'm saying, he broke the baby. I guess he's trying to, you know what I'm saying, show that he can do it again with Social Currency. You know what I'm saying, it's not easy, you know what I'm saying, he has a lot of connections though, so he don't have to spend as much money, you know what I'm saying, as any other, you know what I'm saying, label or group, because he already have those relationships. But back to the topic, who do you put at fault though for what's going on in Carolina? Like, who would you put at fault? Are you blaming anybody, or you just saying?
I'm blaming. I don't blame. See, and that's my thing is because when you talk about this culture, this entertainment culture, this black culture, this is our culture. And see, I don't put blame on the ignorant because you just don't know yet. I was ignorant in this game on mad things. I'm still ignorant on. I'm still learning. Everybody's gonna be transitioning and learning. But my whole point is I don't put the blame on the artist for not knowing. I put the blame on the artist for getting stuck in it and not eventually figuring it out. One, and then two, I put the blame on those who know that they're not helping those artists. That's my problem. That's why I say Brian Dawson culture, and all of those paid platform cultures, because they know for a fact that they're not helping those artists. How I know? Because they've been running for years and never broke anybody. And then y'all said it for years. You ain't have nobody to even put up to say, oh, Brian Dawson ain't break nobody. Because you can say, oh, it's not his fault. It's just the culture. Okay, even though he's been a DJ here for 20 years, ain't never spin a goddamn person. The baby comes, he breaks. Now all of a sudden, Carolina culture gets lit. Stunning for Vegas, he's lit. He never did this pay to perform culture. Tusi's on, he's lit. He didn't pay to culture. 704 Chop, he got on. He didn't do the pay to perform culture. Set it off 83. No pay to perform culture. I know what's going on, bro. Who y'all want me to? I know all these people. Yo, bro. I done pulled up. I done seen all these artists perform. I done either did interviews with them. I done talked to them. I'm literally in the mud. I done did interviews with young Sonny Boy. I know what's going on in Raleigh. I know what's going on, bro. From Raleigh to Charlotte, I know what's going on, bro. The people who are shaking shit don't even do them shows, bro. Do Fat Sosa pay $20 to perform? Come on, bro. What are we even talking about? But they caught under this Brian Dawson because people who don't know the game, they're taking advantage because they know they don't know the game, and then they say, oh well, and then every time I did my homework, every time somebody even check in, man, they try to say something like, Brian, why you ain't doing this and that? Then what he do? All he responds is dropping this 30-year-old Jay-Z drop that he got from 1997 that Hov knew he had it. He be sending cease and desist for. Man, I'm out of here, man. That's it right there, bro.
Hey, look, before you get up out of here, though, I feel like I know you just name dropped a lot of people, but all the people that you name dropped, you know what I'm saying, the Carolina areas, they got motion though. But what about the artists that's on the come up that's never performed before, that's not even on that level though? It might be, you know what I'm saying, experience and practice.
If you've never performed before, this is my last to artists. If you've never performed anywhere, you never performed before, that's okay. You know why? Because I've seen artists from New York City get lit. K-Flock, B-Love, these artists are lit. Their first performances was like a couple months ago. Trust and believe. If you lit, they gonna love you. It don't matter. You do not need to know how to do the boogie on stage. You'll learn when it's time for it. Appreciate y'all, man.